most beautiful things we saw were fjords. Fjords are a long, narrow inlet with a steep side or cliffs created in a valley carved by glacier activity. There are hundreds of these in Norway. When we arrived, we didn't know what to expect. I had never been to another country. Libby had been to some, but not to Norway, where her family is originally from. In fact, 800,000 people immigrated to America for economic reasons. I was also really excited to be there, 10,000 miles away, traveling from place to place with my wife. We first arrived in Oslo, Norway, at the world's largest sculpture park, made by a single artist. Gustav Vigeland has made 200 sculptures in bronze, granite, and iron, which were completed in 1939 through 1949. About 4 hours from Oslo, Norway, is a place called Flom. Here we spent 4 nights camping. Well, it really never felt like night. In the summer at 2 a.m., it still looks like dusk. In some places, you can still see the sun, though in the winter, it's the opposite. Norwegians eat a lot of the same food that Americans eat, though whale toast is quite different. Rather than it being on a bun, the hot dog is on a tortilla. Pancakes are a favorite for breakfast, but they prefer sour cream and jam over maple syrup. We found for lunch, Norwegians like to head down to their local fish market and get some salmon. The next place we visited was right by Flom, which is a little village called Underdal. 100 people, 500 goats. These goats are important to these people. It's how they make their living, by making brown goat cheese, which was quite delicious. Then we headed 2 hours by train to Bergen, which resembled America a lot by the music and stores, but the buildings looked different, as did the clothes that they wore. The art that we did see that was interesting was what looked like graffiti was actually really neat street art that artists had placed on buildings around town. Our last stop was the Nobel Peace Center, where every year one person is honored for their efforts to bring more peace in the world. In 2009, our current president, Obama, was honored. Norway was a great place to visit. The people were nice and we had a great time. It's hard to imagine why so many people left. But now, Norway is a rich country. In 2011, the unemployment rate was only at 3.3%. The population today is 4.7 million, and we probably can't guess how many goats.